David, Michelangelo's David.
For this Lancaster County couple, their recent visit to Europe was the trip of a lifetime.
We went to Italy for about 10 days.
When they returned to the Philadelphia International Airport and their car that was parked in the economy lot that entire time, they added another memory to their trip.
The moment we turned on the ignition, the car just roared.
I normally don't hear anything because it's a Prius and it's quiet, but this roared to life and it sounded like one of those hot rod cars.
They quickly decided there was no way they were driving the car 2 hours back to their home in Elizabethtown, Lancaster County. The tow truck driver that came to get the vehicle recognized the problem right away.
And he said, yes, it's the catalytic converter. And we said, what's that?
This open space underneath their car shows where the catalytic converter was cut away. It changes gases and pollutants in your vehicle exhaust into less toxic pollutants. But it contains 3 very valuable metals, and since the start of the pandemic, the theft of catalytic converters has exploded. A thief with a rotary saw can get underneath a vehicle and cut out a converter in about 60 seconds, and then they're resold to scrapyards. Over the last 4 years, the increase in thefts has been staggering, from roughly 1,300 theft claims in 2018 to more than 52,000 last year. Here's how big this catalytic converter theft problem has become. So far, more than 36 states have proposed legislation to deal with it, and as of this date, 20 of those states have passed that legislation into law. 2 pieces of legislation proposed in Pennsylvania would require a scrap processor or recycling facility to collect information about the vehicle on any catalytic converter being sold and the person selling it. Plus, the seller of that catalytic converter would have their payment withheld for 48 hours. Legislators in the U.S. House introduced a bill back in January that would require new vehicles to have the VIN numbers stamped on catalytic converters. As for this car, the owners have taken an extra step to protect their new catalytic converter with this protective plate.
And basically what that is a pretty thick plate of steel bolted to the vehicle frame, making it very hard to access the cat.
Now, in this case, the insurance company did cover the theft of the catalytic converter, but this car is not new. It's a 2009 Toyota Prius. It's 13 years old. It's on the list of the top 10 vehicles targeted for catalytic converter theft. And it's not just one manufacturer or one kind of body style the crooks are after. Targeted vehicles range from small cars to full-size pickup trucks. In fact, all the vehicles on the top 10 list are not what you would consider fancy, luxury, or high-performance vehicles. I've got that full list for you, by the way, on my Facebook page, and I also want to throw in the cost of one of those protector plates underneath the vehicle. It's about $400. Janelle and Jerry?
Because we don't have enough to worry about.
Yeah, right.
Well, Brian, you said insurance covered this. Does insurance always cover it?
Well, we checked most auto policies with comprehensive coverage will help cover a stolen catalytic converter, but as always, it's good to check with your insurance company to find out about your coverage.
Thank you.
Yeah, Brian, thanks.